Now, businesses in Wisconsin Dells are planning for the future, even though they don't know what it will look like. And small businesses in Dane County are getting access to more funding to help them through the pandemic. Plus, the president hosts a virtual town hall as dozens of states begin to partially reopen their economies.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. The streets of Wisconsin Dells are a lot emptier than they would usually be on a beautiful weekend like this. As Memorial Day, the unofficial start of the busy tourism season, approaches, Madeline O'Neill shows us how popular spots in the Dells are planning when there are still so many unknowns.
It's the time of year most businesses in the Wisconsin Dells would be getting ready for the busy season. This year isn't on par with last.
It's very strange not to see people out here.
Pirates Cove usually opens to mini golfers in mid-March, weather permitting.
Planning has been extremely difficult.
With so much still up in the air, manager Dominic Flath says taking a swing at predicting an opening day is impossible. And when it does happen, opening up may look different for, say, mini golf courses and restaurants in the Wisconsin Dells as restrictions are loosened.
This is the time of year, definitely we're prepping.
Prepping this season looks different at Pizza Pub 2.
Good afternoon, Pizza Pub. This is Philip. How can I help you?
Like many other restaurants in the area, they're answering the call to flatten the curve by using masks, closing dining areas, and doing curbside pickup and contactless delivery.
I think summer is definitely going to look different this year. We are certainly cautiously optimistic.
Romy Snyder, president and CEO of the Wisconsin Dells Visitors and Convention Bureau, says she knows reopening will be a slow process with restrictions different for each business.
So it's always trying to kind of anticipate what those changes will be and then how each individual business adjusts what they do to welcome their visitors back safely.
That sounds wonderful.
We would like to get back to normal, but we are conscious of the fact that there's going to be a new normal, and we're ready to adapt to that.
For Pizza Pub, Director of Operations Mary Avazzi says that means potentially limiting capacity to spread out guests and switching to paperless menus once they fully reopen.
And we just want to make sure that our guests feel safe to come visit us.
At Pirates Cove, the new normal includes hand sanitizer stations, screens on ticket windows, and disinfecting putters and golf balls after each use, getting ready to welcome guests back when the time is right.
We just look forward to seeing people out here again
In the Wisconsin Dells,
and allowing people to make them memories again.
Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
Tomorrow kicks off National Tourism Week. The Visitors and Convention Bureau says this year it's more important than ever for businesses in the industry to lift each other up. Dane County is trying to lift up local businesses. The county is increasing funding for its Small Business Pandemic Support Grant program by $10 million, bringing its total to $10.8 million. Any legitimate small business in Dane County in need of financial support during the pandemic can apply for this grant, with the possibility of receiving between $1,000 and $50,000. The funding covers any expenses local businesses need help with, including employee retention.
Our local businesses need help now, and we are here to do everything in our power to help them and their employees survive this unprecedented crisis.
Dane Buy Local Executive Director Colin Murray says they're extremely grateful for the funding, but it doesn't even come close to what the county really needs.
The last time I added it up last week, it was over $27 million worth of requests that we had. And obviously, we don't have that kind of money.
The application for this small business support grant can be found on the front page of the Dane Buy Local website. That is danebuylocal.com. Applications will be reviewed by a committee and accepted until mid-June, but that could change depending on how long funding lasts. The Trump administration says more than 2.2 million small business loans worth a total of $175 billion have been made in the second round of the Paycheck Protection Program. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says the average size of a loan made was $79,000. The administration says that since the launch of the PPP, 3.8 million loans totaling more than $500 billion have been made. New tonight, Madison police are investigating a shooting in the Brittingham Park parking lot. Officials say a disturbance between two groups led to a car accident. When one vehicle was leaving the lot, witnesses told police they heard one gunshot. MPD says it recovered one bullet casing near the overpass bridge on West Washington Avenue. No injuries or damage has been reported, but the investigation continues. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Dana Fulton. Another beautiful day outside, but no more 70s for a while.
Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to the 70s, but thankfully that nice weather lined right up with our weekend. Yet again today we saw temperatures climb to the 70s, about 10 degrees above average. Certainly not record-breaking, record 88 degrees, but still very, very nice outside. As we look ahead to the rest of the week into next weekend and the following week, cooler weather is going to build in and it is going to stay. Temperatures will drop below average and not climb back to the 70s for quite some time. We do have the opportunity for a few rounds of rain to come through, though we will see plenty of dry hours, just a few isolated shower chances. And by the end of the forecast, the weekend and next week, we're expecting a bit of a drier trend. We'll take a closer look at your full 10 day in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thank you, Dana. Officials say the danger of wildfires remains high in central Wisconsin as 12 counties are under red flag warning. The DNR says there is an extreme fire danger in those counties due to gusty winds, warmer temperatures, and humidity. Dry and elevated fire conditions will continue into tomorrow, and officials are asking the public to be careful with activities like campfires, grilling, and smoking. The weather is taking its toll on Interstate 39 in Plainfield. Authorities say 34 vehicles were involved in 4 separate crashes this afternoon due to a dust storm that caused low visibility. Officials say there were 4 non-life-threatening injuries and several others taken to local hospitals. Wisconsin is closing in on 8,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus since the outbreak began. The state's total number of confirmed cases now sits at 7,973, while 339 people have died from complications due to COVID-19. New data shows the percent of people tested whose results were positive has increased by 1% from yesterday, from 10 to 11%. In order to reopen the economy, Governor Evers' Badger Bounce Back plan requires that percentage to show a significant decrease for 14 consecutive days. This week, the Wisconsin Supreme Court will hear oral arguments in a lawsuit seeking to block the extension of the governor's safer at home order. Arguments are scheduled for Tuesday. GOP lawmakers say DHS Secretary Andrea Palm lacks the authority to extend the order. Right now, the order is set to remain in place until May 26th. Meanwhile, the race to reopen the economy is picking up speed. So far, 38 states have eased restrictions. 6 more will follow suit tomorrow and Tuesday. As Nicole Killian reports, President Trump addressed a host of issues in a virtual town hall tonight.
Lincoln Memorial.
In a virtual town hall from inside the Lincoln Memorial, President Trump said repeatedly a vaccine to prevent coronavirus will be available by the end of the year.
Oh, I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. Now, the doctors would say, well, you shouldn't say that. I'll say what I think.
The president said he will encourage governors and private universities to open schools back up again in the fall, and he defended his support of hydroxychloroquine. That's despite the lack of any large high-quality studies showing the drug works for patients with coronavirus and the significant safety concerns of medical experts. As for a second wave,
will it come back? It might. It could. Some people say yes, but it will pass.
There were more protests to reopen state economies over the weekend.
End this darn shutdown. It's unconstitutional. It's killing more people than you think you're saving.
In both Oregon and Minnesota, so-called reopen protesters clashed with healthcare workers who were counter-protesting. The coordinator of the White House's coronavirus task force chastised protesters who are not social distancing, like these in Michigan.
It's devastatingly worrisome to me personally, because if they go home and infect their grandmother or their grandfather who has a comorbid condition and they have a serious or an unfortunate outcome, they will feel guilty for the rest of our lives.
But the economic pain that's driving the protest is clear. More than 30 million Americans have filed for unemployment over the past 6 weeks. As the Senate heads back to work Monday, the White House now indicates it may hold off on a 4th relief package until it sees the results of previous efforts. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
The House will not be back in session tomorrow, but Supreme Court justices will begin to hear arguments tomorrow by telephone. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is putting a warning out to scam artists during the pandemic. You will be caught.
The Attorney General will not hesitate to use the authority of his office and partnerships with state, local, and federal law enforcement to hold accountable anyone seeking to profit off of this pandemic. To the scam artists, you will be caught and you will be prosecuted.
This comes as police in Washington state look for two women dressed as healthcare workers taking packages from homes. Police say the women are seen on surveillance video wearing scrubs and what appears to be a lanyard with an identification badge. One is seen wearing gloves as she takes a package right off the front porch of a home. Police say they do not believe the women are real nurses. 10 Big Ten schools are beginning to hold virtual commencement ceremonies for the class of 2020. Today, Ohio State University became one of the first to hold online celebrations, welcoming Apple CEO Tim Cook as its commencement speaker.
Please join me in welcoming Tim Cook.
Graduates, I'm sorry that we're not celebrating together today. Your class is a special one, marked by history like few others in OSU's 150 years.
From his home office, Cook discussed the accomplishments of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, pioneering aviator Amelia Earhart, and poet T.S. Eliot, and how they dealt with challenges posed by the 1918 flu epidemic. He also advised graduates and their families to reflect on these unprecedented times and thank those working on the front lines fighting the pandemic. UW-Madison will celebrate the class of 2020 next Saturday in a virtual commencement ceremony starting at noon. The video content will be pre-recorded. If interested, UW seniors will be able to participate in either this winter's or next spring's in-person commencement ceremonies. A group of bikers in Waukesha are helping out local restaurants and bars in their community during the pandemic. Today was supposed to be the annual Road Runners Bike Blessing, a 100-mile ride between Waukesha and Avalon. But the group Bikers That Care had to cancel amid the outbreak. That didn't stop a few dozen motorcyclists who still made the trip and stopped at 10 bars along the route, handing owners a tip jar from a safe distance.
They support us when we have our poker runs or our fun runs and other events. And this is one way for us to give back, to show our support to them.
Each rider was encouraged to give $10 to each bar, adding up for a total of $100 during the ride. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, Dana has a look at your full First Warn forecast. Plus, churches may not be able to hold traditional services right now, but a local pastor still got to spend some time with his parishioners today, thanks to a special surprise.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
At Sprint, our priority is keeping our customers, employees, and communities safe. During these uncertain times, we want you to get great service without leaving the safety of your home. Shop at Sprint.com for free next-day shipping and no activation fees on our best new phone deals, like a Samsung Galaxy phone for just $0 a month. Plus, you'll also get a $100 prepaid MasterCard when you switch online. Stay healthy and visit Sprint.com to get the services you need.
You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else, so why accept it from your allergy pills? Flonase relieves your worst symptoms, which most pills don't. Get all-in-one allergy relief for 24 hours with Flonase.
Coming together through tough times is a Wisconsin tradition. In fact, adversity seems to bring out the best in us. EdVest is no different. During these times, our dedication to your higher education goals remains as strong as ever.
No one asked for this to happen, but this is our time, when our hearts, our humanity, and our communities rise. This moment will challenge us. It will define us. It's why we are here, But this moment is not bigger than us. And we will show up every day for you. Unity Point Health Meriter, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Ideas Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Ideas Center, designing for you and your life.
Hi everyone, Monday morning as we're spending a lot more time at home, we'll share some indoor projects you can take care of that can fight off the cabin fever. And we'll share a story of how a couple in China is giving back to a hospital here in Madison, starting at 4:30 Monday.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
If you live by Truax Airfield, you may hear some extra noise this week. The 115th Fighter Wing of the Wisconsin Air National Guard will conduct evening training flights starting tomorrow. Officials say crews are required to conduct nighttime training to ensure their overall readiness. Residents may see or hear F-16 fighter jets taking off or landing around 10 p.m. each day until Thursday. A congregation in Madison is letting their pastor know just how much they care. Tehilil Mohedin joined the worshipers of Mount Zion Baptist Church for their special surprise today.
With the weather so nice, Pastor Marcus Allen didn't question why so many of his neighbors were out on their porches until he got the surprise he wasn't ready for.
We got him good this time. I was around the corner. If he had just looked past the fire hydrant, he would have seen my car, but we were laying in the cupboard.
When his congregation learned how much their pastor was missing them, they decided to drop in.
It really touched my heart big time. I let a couple of tears go, but I ain't let a lot of them, but it was very special.
And this isn't the first time this community has shown love for Dr. Allen.
So I think he's such a special person. He has a heart for the people.
When his mom was diagnosed with COVID-19, Allen says his congregation was quick to show their support.
They've been praying for me. They've been calling, texting, email, checking on me, letting me know that they're concerned about me and my mom.
For Allen and his family, the support means so much.
The impact that he has had on this community in the last few years that we've been here has been tremendous, I have seen. And so for them to just reciprocate that love today it's been very overwhelming. It's a beautiful thing.
In Verona, Tehilil Mohedin, News 3 Now.
Allen says his mother is doing much better now, and today's parade has motivated him to continue his work for what he thinks is the best congregation in the world. For the 29th consecutive year, Labrador Retrievers are Americans' favorite dog. That's according to new breed rankings from the American Kennel Club. Officials say Labs were the most registered puppies to the AKC last year. Other breeds in the top 10 include Bulldogs, German Shepherds, and Golden Retrievers. Well, me and Dana agree because we both have Labs. I have a chocolate and she's got a yellow, and it was a beautiful day outside for them today.
It was a fantastic day to get all the dogs out. We love all dogs. Indoor kitty cats probably enjoyed just laying in the sunbeams. It's going to get a little cooler outside though. We have a cold front sinking south, and you can really see the temperature divide right now. Here's a look at our temperature change in the last 24 hours. Just a 2-degree difference in Mineral Point. The cold front hasn't quite reached Mineral Point just yet. But as we look further north, Madison already at a 14-degree difference, and towards the eastern edge of the state, we're seeing temperature differences of almost 20 degrees in the mid-20s over the last 24 hours as this colder air sinks in. So we're at 50 degrees in Madison, but 44 in Juneau, 45 in Watertown, 49 in Black River Falls. That cooler air still holding on to much of the northern edge of the state, but as it sinks south, our temperatures over the next several days are going to be below average for afternoon highs and for our overnight lows. So any sensitive plants that you may already have outside, you may want to try to bring them inside if you can, or break out the frost blankets, because we are going to have the chance for some patchy frost for early Monday morning. Our breeze coming from the northeast with a clear sky, temperatures dropping into the upper 30s for overnight lows. Skies will become mostly cloudy in the afternoon with the small chance for some showers overnight, mainly along the western edge of the state. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy with scattered showers coming through in the afternoon. Not much of a thunderstorm threat because it's going to be a little chilly outside for Tuesday afternoon. Our shower chances staying into the evening. As we start to look at the end of our 6 to 10 day outlook, that drags us towards the middle of May already. It's starting to become increasingly likely that we will be below average for our rain coming through. That's some good news. A lot of creeks, rivers, a little swollen right now. And that's not just for us, but through much of the country, the Midwest and the Plains likely going to see a bit of a drier trend. Our temperature trend, though, also very, very likely, leaning, though, that will be a little cool outside. Very likely that we'll see below average temperatures looking towards the middle of May, so not good news for the planters or anyone who's trying to jog early in the morning. Overnight lows are going to be a little cool, and afternoon highs, unfortunately, will not be hopping back to the 70s anytime soon. We'll be in the upper 50s tomorrow as skies become mostly cloudy in the afternoon. Tuesday, we will have scattered showers under mostly cloudy skies. We're expecting high temperatures in the low 50s. For Wednesday, it'll be partly sunny, upper 50s with a slight chance for showers late in the day. Thursday, mostly sunny, close to 60. And notice as we head into the weekend and next week, there's that drier trend we were talking about, seeing below average precipitation. But temperature-wise, afternoon highs will stay in the 50s and overnight lows, upper 30s, close to 40 degrees, which isn't too bad. It's just that's more of an early April kind of forecast rather than moving into the middle of May.
And once we had this weekend, it's harder to go back to
It's harder to go back, it really
because
is.
it felt so nice.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dana. Coming up in sports, how one Badger is using music to help fill the void during the COVID-19 pandemic.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right. Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Americans have been cutting the lawn for hundreds of years, but with TurfBot, the future of mowing is now. Our quiet, all-electric robotic mowers work around the clock to keep your lawn trimmed 24/7. That means less time spent mowing and more time spent enjoying. Equipped with LED headlights, auto-stop sensors, and anti-theft GPS devices, our mowers run safely with no supervision. Come home to a freshly mowed lawn every day for as little as $30 a week. Call today and get free installation when you sign up. TurfBot, on the cutting edge.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
scored 16 goals for Wisconsin in a season that was cut short by the COVID-19 pandemic. But turns out she's just as talented off the ice as she is on it. Like a lot of the LeBon faithful, Britta Curl knew that the Badgers were so close.
I think that was one of the toughest things for me, just because there's so much, questions and uncertainty.
Wisconsin was 3 wins away from back-to-back national championship titles.
You're left feeling a little confused.
Fast forward to now, Britta is back home in North Dakota, taking her multi-talented self from pucks on the ice to keys on the piano.
Now here we are again. Music is just kind of something that's fun that I like to do in my free time.
And well, we've all got a lot of that right now. Music is a family affair for the Curls, starting with her grandma.
Memories of, the whole family getting rounded up around the piano and singing songs.
That love of singing grew into something special.
Still something that's a pretty big part of my life that I like to do pretty regularly.
Including writing songs from a very young age.
I still have, songs from when I was 10, 11.
But no hits about hockey in the mix. Britta digs deep for her music.
I think a lot of my inspiration comes from, my family.
And a lot of that is thanks to Mom and Dad.
My parents do a really good job of making sure that we're together a lot.
Now, that song you heard throughout the story is actually a Britta Curl original. It's called Here I Am, and she posts a lot of her music on her YouTube page and Instagram, which we'll link to online, Amanda, so you guys can check it out yourselves.
See her as a kid, both playing on the ice and singing. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Melissa. We'll be right back.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
U.S. Cellular.
Yeah.
New customer.
What's the deal?
Unlimited data, just $30 a month.
But what's the deal with the signal? It works everywhere. It's crazy.
You're going into signal shock. Just breathe with me. Unlimited data. Strong signal.
Strong signal.
All for $30 a month.
U.S. Cellular.
And now when you switch, you can also get $700 off the latest phones with no trade-in required. Now that's fair. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
Help is what we've always given. So thank you to our helpers at BMO and beyond. Thank you to the healers, the fighters, the all-nighters, the cleaners, the movers, the 18-wheelers. Thank you to the farmers, the grocers, the above and beyonders. Thank you to all the frontliners for keeping our lives moving when the world needs to stop.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
A duck is now an honorary Madison police officer. Yes, you heard that right, a duck. With State Street empty and quiet during the pandemic, even on Saturday nights, Madison police presented a roaming duck with a badge last night. In a Facebook post, MPD wrote, "Keeping the peace on State Street Saturday nights isn't what it once was quacked up to be." A little laugh for that one. I thought it was funny.
It's clever. It's clever. Yeah, she looks like a happy little duck.
And I'm sure very proud to be a Madison police officer.
Yeah, that's quite a little upgrade for her. Her flock moving on up in the world. Yes. So it's going to be a little cool for the next few days. The little ducklings probably not super happy about that. Upper 50s tomorrow, so about a 15-degree drop in our afternoon highs with a chance of rain at night. Scattered showers on Tuesday. Slight rain chance on Wednesday with drier trends towards next weekend and the week ahead. Temperatures will stay below average.
All right, thanks for joining us. Have a great night.